Hey, so did you hear the news?
You're talking Warner Brothers news?
I am talking. We have talked about it on our Kernel of News in the past. That Paramount has created such a big deal with Warner Brothers that Netflix backed out.
Netflix backed out, and didn't Warner Brothers accept Paramount's $110 billion?
Yeah, $110 billion deal. Now, again, all this has still got to go through Trade Commission. All that kind of stuff is going to be a long process. What are your thoughts?
I am for it, simply because what Paramount said was I think they wanted to do 30 to 40 movies in theaters a year, and they said they wanted to have them in there for a minimum of 45 days, which I think is great for the movie industry. I think it's great for movie theaters. I think that's going to be, I like Netflix, but I think that's going to be better for the long run of the movie industry.
Yeah, I mean, here's the deal. Like, there's a lot of back and forth on this. There's a lot of people who think this is great from a perspective of that are just not people who are major into streaming movies as much. But then there's also people that have a big problem with this happening because Paramount, as we have mentioned on a much earlier episode of this, has some backers. One of them being Jared Kushner, part of Trump's family. And regardless of how you feel on all that stuff, there are news outlets and there are things that are connected in all of this that are going to be affected. And I think the bad news has way more to do with the job cuts that are going to probably end up coming. I think we're going to see a lot of people. I think this was going to happen regardless.
I think there's going to be a major overhaul at Warner Brothers.
But I think that Warner Brothers is going to see massive job cuts. I think Paramount will completely restructure. The truth is, Disney did it with 20th Century Fox. They did major cuts. And now, I just went and saw a movie today that was a 20th Century Fox release. And I'll talk about it in a moment. So, I mean, there's some good to it. Like, the good news.
We might finally get Batgirl.
Yeah. I mean, seriously, we might actually get Batgirl. I doubt we'll get Batgirl. I doubt that's actually happening. But, there can be some good things and some bad things in all of this. I think ultimately this is good for Netflix's strategic focus. I think this was kind of a distraction for them. And Netflix is strong enough on their own that they don't need this. They don't need the WB, and I think it would actually be more of a distraction. And I believe that Paramount has been on the downward trend. So this gives them a lot of content to be able to merge and do some stuff with. But I don't like seeing things like this happen too much because I think there's a lot less industry competition. I don't like anytime somebody gets that much of a monopoly over something, and I'm a little worried about that. That's what I'm worried about.
I agree to an extent. Disney, just buy Spider-Man. just buy
But
Spider-Man.
I don't necessarily love Disney owning everything that they own.
Oh, I don't think Disney should own everything.
So I think it's just going to come down to, and Paramount is one of the oldest, most classic studios in Hollywood. So there's a lot of potential. There's a lot of big name actors and people that don't talk about their politics or anything else that are involved in this. But there's also politicians that are behind this. So there's a lot that remains to be seen. So stay tuned because it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy. You ready to get into this thing?
Mm-hmm.
Let's do it.
What is up, movie lovers, and welcome back to the Pass the Popcorn podcast, the only show where the takes are hot, the popcorn is fresh, and we spoil things because we find it funny. I'm your host, Nick, here with my co-host, Rob.
It's me, Rob.
And we are so excited that you're here today. Whether you're a casual moviegoer or a diehard cinephile, this is the show for you. Today we're going to break down the shots and talk about some western-y cowboy romance in a movie that had some people talking. So grab your seats.
No, it
Make
had
sure you
no
have your
people
snacks.
talking.
The show starts right now.
Okay, before we get into our movie today, one thing we have done in the past, anytime we see a movie, is we have done a, what do we call it?
Post-popcorn
perceptions, okay? And I went and saw a movie today, which I thoroughly enjoyed. I loved this movie. This movie was so good. It is called Send Help. Send Help has Rachel McAdams and Dylan O'Brien. I have never been a huge Dylan O'Brien fan. I have completely changed my mind.
Good.
I want to go watch everything with Dylan O'Brien in it now. I really like him. He is such a smarmy, horrible person in this movie. He's so good. This is a Sam Raimi movie. But it felt like you're watching an Alfred Hitchcock movie and a Sam Raimi movie mixed together. Rachel McAdams is so great. You do need to know this is a pretty bloody movie.
Well, it's a Sam Raimi movie.
It's a Sam Raimi movie.
That's not Spider-Man.
It's very Sam Raimi. But, man, it was fun. It was really fun.
Really fun?
good.
Yeah. I love Dylan O'Brien. I love Rachel McAdams. I haven't gotten a chance to get out there and see it yet, but I want to.
I watched Maze Runner.
I love him in Maze Runner.
Maze Runner's fine.
Had you ever seen American Assassin?
I have never seen American Assassin.
Is Dylan O'Brien the one in the last season of Only Murders? Did y'all see that?
No, that's Logan Lerman.
Okay.
He's in
which
Teen
they
Wolf.
both literally get.
Confused all the
people
time.
get them confused all the time. He's from Teen Wolf, Maze Runner.
Yes.
He's in a lot of stuff. I love Dylan O'Brien and I love Rachel McAdams. I've loved Dylan O'Brien since Teen Wolf. And
we're going to reference Rachel McAdams more today as we talk about ultimately Nicholas Sparks stuff and all of that stuff. But I if you like those kind of movies, you don't mind a rated R movie or anything else, Send Help. Very, very good one. I think you're really going to like it when you see it. But man, thoroughly enjoyed it. Great. Ashley and I saw it today. So good. Also, I have to say, Megaplex at the Gateway. Can you give me some camera here, right here? Megaplex at the Gateway. That place is immaculate. It is so clean. It is such a clean theater. It is so classy inside. It's incredibly nice. Hot popcorn, so clean, everything. Seat heaters. It is Megaplex is good. It takes Megaplex up, and they have Dolby Atmos theaters.
nice.
And so that sound was impeccable.
That sounds always
Way to go,
gonna be on
Megaplex.
point.
Seriously, you are.
I went to Megaplex for the first time on.
You went and saw Solo Mio.
Yes, I did.
What'd you think of Solo Mio?
It was, as far as romance movies go,
Yes.
not bad.
Not bad.
Not bad.
Hey, I like. What's better, Kevin James in Solo Mio or Kevin James in Hitch?
Oof. One is so Hitch, you laugh at him.
Yes.
Solo Mio, you relate with him way more.
Yeah.
It was nice. It was refreshing seeing Kevin James give somewhat of a layered, weighted.
I thought his name was Mr. Taylor.
Oh, yes. Because
He has a TikTok.
he has a TikTok account. Mr. Taylor.
Sorry, Mr. Taylor, forgive me.
Mr. Taylor, not Kevin James, Mr. Taylor. And that voice that you're hearing from behind the mic right there, that is Andrew Ponson.
Hey there.
That's that new thumb. Man, that is quite a thumb right there. And we are missing Keaton today. This is Keaton's first week gone. We're missing him gone, but we love you, Keaton. When you listen to this episode later, which we hope you do, Ponson's already doing a great job back here. So we're making it happen. We're getting into it. All right, we ready to get into this?
We are the longest ride.
Oh,
2015 Nicholas Sparks movie starring Scott Eastwood and Britt Robertson. I figured we might do this one just a wee bit different rather than trying to go through like the entire movie because listen,
Because it sucks.
I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it more but if you've seen any Nicholas Sparks inspired movie
and real quickly, they're
very similar.
very similar. So hey, let me actually time out real quickly and let's unpack what some of the Nicholas Sparks movies here. I got a list here, and we can even mention some themes that are going to happen across these. So the first one he released was in 1999 called Message in a Bottle. That had Kevin Costner in it. Did you ever see that one? It was terrible. Maybe one of the worst got released. Then the second one he released was in 2002 called A Walk to Remember. In my opinion, this is the best Nicholas Sparks movie.
Hot take.
Walk to Remember, the performances in his next movie, The Notebook, 2004, are better than the performances in A Walk to Remember. The story and the movie are better in A Walk to Remember. That's my take. Okay. So Ryan Gosling, Rachel McAdams, James Marsden even. They make that movie, and even your older actors, everybody else, all really great performances. But ultimately, the story is schmaltzy, whatever. Walk to Remember. I don't know. I really liked Walk to Remember. Like, it's great. So Notebook 2004, Nights in Rodanthe 2008. I went and saw that in a theater with my wife and another couple. My wife and I wanted to walk out of the theater. It was so bad. It was so terrible. My wife hates those kind of romance movies. It was the schmaltziest, worst kind of romance movie.
So
Richard
she doesn't ever
Gere.
watch Hallmark?
No, my wife hates Hallmark. God bless her. She's truly the greatest woman you'll ever meet. Dear John in 2010. That one's with
Channing Tatum.
Mm-hmm. Another turd of a movie.
Pronounced Tatum.
What's that?
It's pronounced Tatum.
Oh, yes. Channing Tatum. The Last Song 2010. So that year, we had 2 Nicholas Sparks movies get released in 1 year. The Last Song being the Miley Cyrus movie. Because we all need more
Before
of those.
she went crazy.
We all need more Miley Cyrus movies. Then you get The Lucky One with...
I'm not sure. I haven't seen that one.
Zac Efron.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Wasn't he in the military?
Yeah.
Yeah. Terrible.
Which
Safe
is better?
Haven.
Which is better, that one or Charlie St. Cloud?
Oh, gosh. That's like asking me, like...
I love Charlie St. Cloud.
That's asking me to, say, which soda's better, Pepsi or Pepsi? Okay. Safe Haven. Remember Safe Haven?
Who's in it? Remind me.
Tall guy, Transformers.
Tall guy, Transformers.
What's his name? Safe Haven had, what is his name? Oh my gosh.
Oh, Josh Duhamel.
Josh Duhamel, Safe Haven. The Best of Me 2014, The Longest Ride 2015, and The Choice in 2016. And then for some crazy reason, Nick, they stopped making Nicholas Sparks movies. I wonder why. Because, as you were saying, they are what?
They're all very, very similar. So for this one, kind of like, I want us to talk about The Longest Ride. We can go through the story, but we're not going to go through it as in depth.
No. And the truth is, for you and I know you liked it. I did. This movie's not made for us.
It's not made for us. It's definitely not. Me being someone who...
If you like it, that's okay.
Yeah, if you like it, that's great.
Yes.
I enjoyed it, but that's because I enjoy romance movies just in general.
And we'll talk more about that in a little bit, because there's some great ones. Mm-hmm. I enjoy certain romance movies.
Yeah. This one had the stuff. When I went into it, I had never seen it before. My sister, I found out it wasn't Brittany. She got very upset that I said it was her.
Because
it was my sister Tiffany who bought this movie, and I was
classic Tiffany movie.
I was like,
right
I
here.
have not seen
my
it. But when it started, I went into it and I was like, okay. And then as soon as it started feeling like The Notebook, I went, how has Nicholas Sparks gotten away with this?
Oh my gosh. It is okay. So it is like The Notebook in how?
So we have a couple who is we're figuring it out, but they're from 2 different worlds, but they meet an old person who tells them this whole life, and then they fall in love based off of that person's life story.
Check. Yep, all of those things. Letters as storytelling devices, illness, tragedy, love tested by life choices, rural or coastal American settings, always coastal American settings,
separate
or
classes,
rural, and then honestly, the parallel timeline idea here that is virtually it's like robbing The Notebook. It's like he wrote a copy of The Notebook and changed a couple of plot devices.
It was, hey, let me borrow your work, but just change a few things so the teacher doesn't always.
And Britt Robertson is a cutie. She's a cute actress, but she's just she's a Hallmark actress. She's not great. And
Scott Eastwood is Clint Eastwood's son.
That's basically it. But Scott Eastwood is great in the Fast and Furious movies.
Yeah, Scott Eastwood. This is just not Scott Eastwood's bag. This is not where he belongs.
I think the biggest name that I'm seeing in the cast here is Melissa Benoist.
Yes, Melissa Benoist. Actually,
Alan Alda.
Alan
I've
Alda.
never heard that name before.
Alan Alda from MASH.
Okay, well, you're right, but he's just old.
And Melissa Benoist, you could say Melissa Benoist, but aside from Supergirl, What else is she really?
Glee.
Yeah, dude. Come
For
on.
like 2
Get with
seconds.
it.
Well, yeah.
No, but to your point, I told Bridget, my wife, about this.
Mhm.
Yes.
That what movie was selected, and she was visibly upset that of all the movies, it was the worst Nicholas Sparks movie.
Yeah, it
does have a 31% on Rotten Tomatoes, but
I
it has a 71 audience score.
I will say, and I know we're jumping around a little bit here. I don't think this is the worst Nicholas Sparks movie. I think that this is probably right in the middle of the pack. I think that The Lucky One and Dear John and Knights and Rodanthe, and those are all far worse. But again, that's like trying to compare. I don't know. What could I possibly compare here? Eating spinach and something else.
Eating broccoli.
Spinach and broccoli. It's all like, oh yeah, which one do you like better? I mean, and if you love that kind of stuff, then that's your thing. But like, obviously, it's like, okay, well, or what's some like gross snacks? What would be gross snacks?
Like kimchi.
Yeah.
Sorry, Korean friends.
Maybe we don't go there.
Okay.
Maybe we don't go there.
So let me
I feel like we're gonna alienate a whole part of our audience.
Let me lay the groundwork here. This movie is starring Scott Eastwood playing Luke Collins and Britt Robertson playing Sophia Danko. Luke Collins, Scott Eastwood's character, is a bull rider, and Britt Robertson is a college student who wants to be in the art world. I said yesterday to your wife, I said she's basically Lily from How I Met Your Mother.
Yeah,
Is what she wants to be.
She is, and more likable.
And way more likable
than Lily from How I Met Your Mother, because Lily from How I Met Your Mother is one of the worst TV characters ever.
We could do a whole.
She
episode
stinks.
of
Wait,
She's
Nick,
terrible.
Do you agree with Rob Steak right now?
I freaking hate Lily.
Oh,
okay.
she's horrible.
I despise Lily because in the last season I agree with Marshall 1,000% that he is constantly sacrificing everything for her despite her not giving a crap about him.
Hey, let's not go there because we could turn this into a How I Met Your Mother episode. Because
Really quick. So they
Yes.
start. The movie starts. Melissa Bonet is her sorority sister. She takes her to a rodeo.
Yes.
Where we see him ride a bull. He jumps on the fence. His
It's a
hat
cool bull
falls
riding
over.
scene.
It is cool.
But here's the problem, and I told you this yesterday. This movie's called The Longest Ride. It's called The Longest Ride. There's a bull riding scene here. We have maybe one more bull riding scene in the whole movie.
Oh, there's a lot more bull riding.
There's a
scenes,
few
but
more
there's
bull-
not as many as in depth as this
Yeah,
one.
there's not as in depth as this one right here. And ultimately, like, The Longest Ride is a horrible name for this.
Well, it's the longest ride for two reasons. One is like in bull riding, you want to have the longest ride of 8 seconds.
You want to have
But then literally later in the movie, Alan Alda's character in one of his letters goes, "Thank you for sharing the longest ride." Life.
You want to watch? Oh my gosh,
And
the longest
3,
ride.
It's
Life.
all that because it's addressing your experience watching the movie.
Yeah, because it felt that way. I fell asleep 4 times. I will tell you, if you want to watch a great bull riding movie, watch 8 Seconds with Luke Perry. R.I.P. Luke Perry. 8 Seconds with Luke Perry, great. And the soundtrack, George Strait. Oh, baby, that's good stuff right there. That's country. That's a good movie. This one, all right. Anyways,
so they say meet. He ends up giving her his number. She takes a minute to call him. She calls him. They go on a date. He makes him to a picnic, a fire. She's like, I've never felt this way or never been treated this way. And then she tells him, oh, well, at the end of this month, first nitpick.
Yeah.
At the end of this month, I'm leaving to New York.
oh god,
She says this at the very beginning of the movie. I wanted you to keep that in mind. Just keep in mind, she said at the end of this month, she's leaving to New York.
yes,
And he goes, oh, okay. So ultimately, like he kind of accepts that like there's nothing going to come of this because she's leaving. And they're driving home. It starts to rain. And then out of nowhere, he's like, did you see that?
it's romantic.
There
right?
is a car crash, and in the car crash is Alan Alda's character Ira, and they get him out, and he says box. They get this box full of letters, and they take him to the hospital.
Yes.
At the hospital, he wakes up. The nurse is trying to get him to eat. He doesn't eat. Britt Robertson shows up, and the nurse
she
is
has
all
his
out
box of letters.
Yeah, has his box of letters, and then out of nowhere, she goes, maybe he'll listen to you.
Oh yeah, I like the sassy nurse. She's great.
You got the coldest hands in the world.
I'm always the big fan of a sassy nurse in a TV show. Like, yeah, like But that's why I like Scrubs so much, because they make fun of the trope of the sassy nurse all the time. It's very on the nose. Also, Scrubs is back, and they just released 2 new episodes of the new season with the original cast. It's impeccably good. If you loved Scrubs back in the day, fantastic. Okay, this is where before I get into this take here, explain to them the letters and the old man.
So Ira, played by Alan Alda,
Yes.
wrote letters to his wife. We don't know why he's writing letters to his wife, but he's wrote a lot, like a box full of letters. And she had read one, and then she gave it to him, and he goes, how did you know that? Did you read my letters? And then he puts, this is also a quick nitpick.
Yes.
He puts on his glasses, looks at the letter, says, I've been able to read these in years, even with my glasses. Why was he on the road?
He can't even read letters.
Why were you driving a car if you can't?
Now, he may have just been nearsighted. There's a big difference there, right? I struggle to read up close stuff and see up close magic. I can't see that either.
Okay. But so she says, oh, hey, I could read more of your letters. And he says, okay, come back. We kind of don't see Luke for a minute.
Yes.
But we get her coming to visit Ira and read his letters. And we learn about Ira's life being a Jewish man whose family had come here during World War II.
And was in love with this girl by the name of Sophia.
Ruth.
Yes.
Ruth.
Oh, yeah, Ruth, yes. Ruth.
Who had come
Ira
from...
and Ruth, yes.
Yes.
Luke and Sophia, yes.
Ira and Ruth.
Yeah, Ira and Ruth.
Who had come from, where was it, Vienna?
Vienna, yes.
During the war.
Both Jewish, people that came from that background. Okay, here's my first, which may be a hot take for some people. I think that the first mistake that this movie makes is the wrong love story is the main love story. I think the right love story in this one is not Luke and Sophia.
Mm-hmm.
I think the better love story is Ira and Ruth. Make a movie about Ira and Ruth. Leave out the rest of it.
I mean, quite literally, we get more time with Ira and Ruth than
Exactly.
we do with Luke and Sophia.
Why? The other two are supposed to be the main characters in this movie, and yet all they are is a storytelling
Well, I think
device.
you're forgetting that this is a Nicholas Sparks book, and in Notebook, they did the same thing.
Yes, but they maintain that those two characters go all the way through because the elderly couple is them.
But we don't know that it's them.
Yeah, but in the end it is, so it doesn't change anything, which means that the movie's still about them. This one, the payoff in the end, and there is no payoff, is that this whole movie spends all this story on these guys, doesn't develop at all. Oh my gosh. So that's my first take there. So the older couple, it feels real. Like Ira and Ruth's story feels real and has stakes and has a sacrifice in it and has pain. And the younger couple, their conflict is, well, you like New York and I like bulls.
pretty much. And Luke, so
That's it.
we do learn Luke he's been injured bull riding the toughest bull to ride. His mom doesn't want him to ride. His dad was a bull rider. Ultimately, Luke finds a photo of Ira and his wife, brings it to him, sees her at the hospital. They rekindle, they get together. They start dating.
Mm-hmm.
Presumably they fall in love with each other. They show you, because again, I will agree with you, this movie is far too long.
This movie is 2 hours and 9 minutes, and that is astounding to make this movie 2 hours and 9 minutes.
Paused
This movie could have been 1 hour and 30 minutes long, and that would have been long enough.
Yeah, I paused it to take my dog outside, and when I paused it, I went, there's still 49
Well, yeah,
minutes
and your
left.
Dog went out and threw up because of how bad the movie was. Like, here's the problem with Luke's character. This is Luke the whole movie. I ride bulls. It's all I know. I'm not quitting. I ride bulls. It's all I know.
Do you know why he's riding the bulls?
Why?
Well, one, he wants to be the best. Like he wants
Oh,
to crack.
wow. That's a great
He wants
argument.
to crack the best, but it's also the way of making money to keep his family's ranch. He there's only one off line about that, by the way. He only mentions it one time.
Yeah.
He says to his mom, how are you going to pay for the ranch? That's the only time he says anything about it.
Yeah, that's an incredibly strong plot device. Super good stuff.
So again, they fall in love. They keep going to see. She keeps going to see Ira and hear about how he went to war. He got shot. It got infected. He can't have kids.
Yeah.
His wife really wanted to have kids. He pushed her away. She said, "You don't get to make that choice for me." They got married. They grew up. She started teaching. He started working. He took over his dad's tailor business. And she loves art. Big deal. Ruth loves art. So he starts buying and investing in art pieces.
Yes.
Which is what Sophia wants to do.
Yeah. What a coincidence.
What a coincidence.
This is so cool.
What a coincidence.
Well, and you may notice in this episode here that I am letting Nick unpack this, not because I know the stakes. I know what is actually happening in this one. But I'm letting him unpack it and kind of like responding to your unpacking instead of joining you in the unpacking of this. Although when we get to the end segment of it, I'm going to really jump in quite a bit there in the end segment because I have a lot of problems with it. But I do think that the Ira and Ruth story on its own could have been a decent movie, TV movie, probably. And I think that the other story could have been a decent movie at best, but I do think they're trying to do too much here.
Oh, yeah. So around this time, we meet the point where she has to go to this art gallery to meet the person who's giving her an internship in New York. This is Sophia. This is Britt Robertson's character. And she brings Luke, who he doesn't quite get art.
Well, yeah,
she showed him
art. He's a cowboy. Nick.
Well, she showed him a
painting. He don't get the big city.
Well, she showed him a painting, and I kind of agree with him because at least the painting that she showed him, it was like white, black, and then one streak of red, and he was like $80,000.
It was abstract.
Are you paying $80,000 for that painting?
No, there's no way.
So he makes a joke to who was presumably going to be her boss. She gets upset. They kind of split off in this moment for a little bit. Luke goes and rides another bull.
Mm-hmm.
He makes it to 8 seconds. He gets really high up there in the rankings, gets hit by the bull and thrown into a wall.
Yeah, that's probably the biggest stakes we've seen at this point.
And he gets up and he passes out. She calls the lady from the art gallery and says, "I don't know when I'm going to be able to make it to New York because he needs me here."
Yes.
I want you all to remember.
She has to put her life on the line for him.
I want you all to remember. At the beginning of this movie, they said, "At the end of this month, I'm going to New York." We are an hour and 45 minutes into this movie.
Yes.
It's only been a month.
It's been 1 month.
But we've seen Luke at this point ride 5 to 6 bulls. She's been painting. They've been hanging out. I'm like, been visiting Ira.
Well, and this is my big problem with this movie is the stakes in this never feel real. They, here's the you said it a little bit. Luke might die riding. Sophia might lose her career. Mm-hmm. Their love might be torn apart. But like those are like the biggest stakes right there. You look at The Notebook, which that would be in your opinion the best Nicholas Sparks one, and it's arguable. Performances alone are great. But you're talking illness and memory loss and major relationships. And I think James Marsden is the justice for James Marsden in that movie. Like, I know that Ryan Gosling is a stud and he's awesome. But the truth is, James Marsden is like an incredible guy. He is like the best guy. And Rachel McAdams stinks.
Hey, he didn't build her a house.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
That's all it takes, guys.
So in The Notebook, illness and memory loss. In A Walk to Remember, terminal cancer. And in this movie, it's all, should I live in North Carolina or Manhattan? Like, it's a Zillow ad. That's literally all this movie is like, where should I live? Like, it just doesn't feel like there's any real stakes in this. So take us forward.
She goes to check on him, and she goes, "Hey, you need to stop riding." And he goes, "No. I'm going to keep riding." She goes, "Well, I gave up New York to be here for you." And he goes, "Well, I didn't ask you to do that." Because, we need that. We need, how I said in game night, we never had that moment where they had some unnecessary fight and we didn't know if the relationship was going to last.
Yes.
They give us that unnecessary fight where we're not sure if the relationship's going to last.
I don't think that Luke is a good character. I think Luke is more stubborn than he's romantic. I think he's just not. He's not a good character at all. Like I think he's, and then the payoff in the end. Okay, I'm not going to jump ahead.
Which we'll get to.
I'm not going to jump ahead.
So
I have a lot of feelings.
Here we go.
This movie.
She goes to see Ira one last time and tells Ira how they broke up, and he tells her life's basically too short to fight over stupid stuff like this.
Yes.
He's like, you don't ever find love like this most of the time. And we learn about how, because they couldn't have kids, Ira and Ruth, there was a boy in her class whose parents had died and he got sent with his family, but his family did not care for him. So they took care of him, basically adopted him, but they had to give him back. And it broke Ruth's heart. She ended up leaving, and that's when we learned that why Ira's been writing these letters is because every day since she had left, he wrote her letters talking about how he fell in love with her, their life, all the things that they had been through, until she finally came back.
Yes.
And they grew old together. Ruth ended up passing away. After she had passed away, the wife of this boy, after he had grown up, shows up and says, "My husband knew your wife and loved her very much." And
yeah, that's pretty good actually. That's a great sequence actually. But this is the problem. This is why I say that they're the main character, because every time the film cuts to Alan Alda, and I think Alan Alda has since passed away. He has since passed away, or no, he is 90 years old now. He's 90 years old now. 90 years old now, but Alan Alda, he's a giant. Like, he's amazing. We're talking West Wing. We're talking MASH, one of the longest running shows ever. Alan Alda's amazing. And you get all of these great takes with him when Alan Alda, and then the girl who plays, so Jack Houston plays young Alan Alda. Mm-hmm. But then the girl,
Una Chaplin.
You know what else she's in? She's Avatar Fire and Ash.
She is.
She's the bad guy.
She is.
And she's great in that. Like, she's great in that. I mean, she's weird, but she's great in it. And so that's her. That's the same girl. I looked that up. That was kind of interesting. But every time you go from Alan Alda, it becomes, when you go to Alan Alda, it's all thoughtful, and it's sad, and it's mature, and it feels like you're watching a real grown-up movie, and you're kind of starting to get invested because you like him. Then it cuts back to, and it's so weird how this movie does this, it cuts back to shirtless rodeo shots right after, or arguments that they're having, which are completely predictable, something out of a Hallmark movie, or montage dates. Mm-hmm. Oh, montage date scenes.
But it's been only a month. And they have enough to do a montage of date scenes. I will say,
it just feels like two movies stitched together, and neither of them is really good.
The moment that they first get together in an intimate way, when he's like, "Do you want?" Because she falls into the pond. He goes, "Oh, hey, the shower's right over there." He goes, "Oh, hey, do you like soup?" And he's just over there and doesn't know what he's doing.
Hold on. It's good soup.
It's good soup. Good soup. But he's over there fumbling, and then she's getting changed.
Name that movie. Or actually, TV show. Do you know it? What's good soup?
It's Girls. It's Girls.
Adam Driver and Girls.
Adam Driver's fantastic in that show, but that's not what we're talking about.
Yes.
Sorry.
I was just putting our producer to the test
spot
right now. Putting him to the test right
I
now.
failed. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
but no,
good.
that scene made me laugh, especially in watching it. I was like,
yeah.
Okay. So we fast forward to this point where Luke is going to, or actually right before this, Ira passes away.
Yes.
And he invites Sophia and Luke to his auction of his art collection.
Okay, before we get into this, okay, I'm about to lay into this movie harder than I have so far. But before, I want to make something very, very clear. I do think that this is a pretty movie to look at.
It is very well shot.
I think there's some great shots. I think it has some beautiful cinematography. I don't think it's incredible cinematography, but it's very beautiful. Mm-hmm. And I think the bull riding scenes, which I would have liked more, I think they're intense. The sun, the lighting, visually, it's pretty. And I would venture to say one of the prettiest movies of any of the Nicholas Sparks movies. That being said, tell us what happens.
So they gets invited to the auction, but Luke, before he decides to go to it, he says, I'm not going to go. I got this bull riding championship.
Yes.
And he draws the toughest bull, the bull who almost killed him.
Yes.
Because that's why he got hurt riding, was he went on this bull, he got bucked off, and then the bull freaking walloped him.
Chased after him.
And beat him up.
Have you ever been to like a PBR event or any one of those? Man, they're really, honestly, bull riding events are pretty cool to go to. They're amazing. I know a young guy in bull riding, Mason Rainey.
Yeah, I was gonna say Sean Rainey.
Sean Rainey's son, and he's awesome. He's great. He's really, really good. And I missed his last event that was here in Utah. I'd love to go see him again. But bull riding events, I'm not against bull riding. Love bull riding events. I think they're really, really cool.
Bull riding in this movie, though. But so Luke gets the bull that he's been wanting to ride and redeem himself.
Huge moment.
He gets it
and totally redeem himself. All right,
which he does. He rides it. He rides it for the 8 seconds, and the second he gets off of it, he sees all the people around him, and she's not there. And so in that moment, he hands. So bull riders all have like their own straps and their own stuff, and he has it, and he hands it off to a kid.
And she's not there.
Because she's at the auction.
She's at the auction
for Ira.
Is she also kind of not there because she doesn't really support this life anymore for him?
I think she doesn't want to see him die in a bull riding accident.
But he traveled to New York for her, but she won't go to this thing for him.
He never went to New York.
He didn't go to New York.
Yeah, no, she never went to New York.
Yes. No, didn't go to New York. Went to what were you talking about?
The art gallery.
The art gallery, yes.
Well, she had been to a lot of his bull riding.
And so, but at this point, really, the main thing is...
he's leaving the bull. He's conquered what he tried to conquer. And then he realized it didn't matter.
This is more prideful for him than anything else.
But he realized it didn't matter because he didn't have anybody there to share it with. Like his mom wasn't there. His girlfriend wasn't there. All these people are like, hey, we need to talk business. You're going to be the next big
That's
thing.
an appropriate back there, Andrew. A very good appropriate.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
In bull riding. So he leaves. He shows up at the auction where they're getting ready to auction off the first picture, which we learn is the painting that the boy had painted for his wife.
Yeah. How old was the boy that had painted this?
When they had him, he was in like elementary school.
Yeah, he's a kid, and so it looks like a kid's painting of a woman's face, of her face.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, of her face, of Ruth's face, and that's the first one
up for auction.
Yes, up for auction.
The guy starts. He goes like, "Anybody got 1,000?" Nobody says anything. What about 800? Gets down to 600, and then Luke goes, "I'll take it. I'll take it for 600." And he goes, sold once, twice, and they're like, sold.
Okay, so to be clear here, they are like, hey, you want it for 1,000? You want it for 800? Nobody wants to buy this because it's a kid's painting. Ultimately, he comes in and gets this $600, not 600,000.
$600.
$600. It is. He does this one, and then before I let known my thoughts on it, explain to them what happens after
he goes and he writes the check and everything. He settles up on the payment. Sophia comes in and goes, "Why'd you do that?" He goes, "I don't know. It just seemed like the
right thing to do."
He's like, "Why'd you come?" He goes, "Because Ira." Homie hardly ever talked to Ira.
Yes.
First off.
He didn't. And this is more of a scene for them to just make out.
Yep. They're making out. And the guy comes in and goes, "Hey, we need you out there." And he goes, 1 second. I'm kissing this girl. Then he goes out there and they go, "Hey, it's actually in Ira's will that whoever bought this first painting would get his entire collection valued over like millions of dollars."
Okay, can you give me
because Picasso's and Jackson Pollock's and all the things.
Okay, this is maybe one of the dumbest twists ever in a movie.
I mean, I saw it coming a mile away.
You can see it coming a mile away, but honestly, it's just so dumb. Like ultimately, this secret clause gives an entire, we're talking a multi-million-dollar art collection to whoever buys this one painting. That's not romantic. It's plot manipulation. It's terrible. Like it's just so dumb.
It's coincidence.
Like, it's just coincidence. Like it's like there's, I don't know. I have so many problems. Like there could have been. This removes anything for Luke growing any emotional intelligence at all, or Sophia choosing sacrifice, or them navigating any compromises in their life, or going through anything else. It removes all of the tension with this one big, like, paint over everything and go, hey, beautiful, happy ending.
She gets to do her gallery, and he doesn't need to ride bulls anymore.
Oh my gosh. And honestly, if you did that at the end of an hour-and-a-half movie, I'd be like, okay, that was dumb, but the movie's an hour and a half. Like, you needed to make this quick. But to drag us on for over 2 hours, and that's how you end the movie, the longest ride, you're on my list. You're on my list right now, this movie. Okay, go ahead.
That's the end. They end up, she starts a gallery and names it after Ira and Ruth. And throughout this movie, they talk about this college in North Carolina that I believe is shut down at this point, called Black Mountain College.
Black Mountain College, yes.
And she goes, oh, how's the ranch? And he goes, good. Finds out he bought Black Mountain College, and that is now their ranch. And they keep reading Ira's letters. And the movie ends with them running and jumping in a pond and kissing in the pond.
And they're kissing in the pond. Oh, and she found,
that's what you do.
She found her cowboy, and he found his art girl. And everything. Here's the thing about this movie, and we'll give our score here in a second. I don't think that this movie is bad enough to hate, although I do not like this movie. But this movie is not even remotely good enough to love. Like, this is just, it's not good at all. And so, we ready to give our scores?
Yeah. Why don't you go first?
I have been floating around giving it 2. And I think being generous, giving it 2 kernels. I'm going to give it 1.5.
Okay.
I'm going to give it 1.5 kernels. After thought and thinking about this and watching this and going back through it, I give this one 1.5 kernels. I think it's pretty bad, but it's not absolute garbage. You?
What do you think I'm going to give it?
You're going to give it 5. This guy 4.5.
If you give it,
if you give this 4.5, I'm guessing here. Like, can I guess?
Yeah, guess.
Okay. I'm guessing you're gonna give it 3.
I was floating at giving it 3. I thought about it.
Yeah.
Because, like I said, like we said at the beginning, it was just necessarily marketed and made for us.
It isn't.
No, but
and I'm trying to keep that aside. But that being said, in a minute, we're gonna go through some romance movies.
There are better ones. That's why I'm gonna give it 2.5.
Yes,
I'm gonna give it 2.5 because there could be somebody out there whose niche is the cowboy, whose niche like that just really enjoys this movie.
There's still better movies.
There are.
Go watch any of Yellowstone.
But it wasn't
Yellowstone, Nick.
It wasn't that bad. It was.
Have you ever seen the TV show Yellowstone?
I was in the TV show.
Whoa, hold on. Stop the presses. This guy was, hold on. Can you put camera on him right here? You were on Yellowstone?
I was.
How long were you on the show?
I was in 2 scenes in the season 1 finale.
Bro, I wasn't. So, Andrew, were you in 2 scenes of the?
I'm not going to lie. I didn't even know Yellowstone existed until Nick told me about it.
Yeah, that's great. That's
great.
great.
I was so far removed.
Congratulations. Hey, can we just give a round of applause for Nick?
Good job, Nick.
Great job, buddy. Great job. It's no blasé, but it is something right there.
But no, I think this movie, while it has its issues and it has its problems, it's not the worst romance movie I've ever seen. Not anywhere close to the best.
Yeah, not anywhere close to the best. But that gives us an opportunity to do a segment that we have been doing recently on our show, and it's become kind of a popular segment. People have enjoyed these. We do these ranking systems. So you ended up giving it
2.5.
2.5. I gave it 1.5. I stand by my 1.5. Ultimately, what we're going to do here is I do believe there are so many romance movies, and romance is a large genre. You have ones that could be historical. You have ones that could be like musical. You could have ones that could be more comedy. You have a lot of different ones. We even have a few up here, like Sleepless in Seattle, which I consider to be more like a classic romance movie. To things like Grease is a musical, but it's also, we're not going to discuss that one, but even Princess Bride is a romance, but it's more fantasy. So romance can be used in all kinds of areas. We're going to go through a bunch of movies here, and then we're going to rank them. And part of the reason why this is so interesting to do these rankings on here is because we get a lot of people who talk to us and sometimes either really, really vibe with our takes or they hate our takes.
They don't like them at all.
And they don't like our takes at all. So my hope is today, and our producer will join us in this, as is usual. So I've checked this list. We have all seen, or at least, primarily aware of these movies. Anything from classics to modern day. And so we're going to rank them from S, A, B, C. D is the lowest tier. Okay? All right. Let's start off with the longest ride. Where would you rank it?
C.
S, A, B, C, D. It is a D tier romance movie.
C.
If there was a lower,
Yeah, I don't need to watch it to know that it's a D movie.
Yeah,
literally by your takes.
After this episode, many times we'll say, go watch the movie on your own. I'm encouraging you to not go watch the movie.
I encourage you to watch it. Watch as many movies as you can.
Well, yeah. No, I encourage you to watch as many movies as you can, but don't waste your time on
Didn't you
Longest
say we
Ride.
should watch Velocipaster?
Yes, absolutely totally
There's
different.
a sequel?
No, there is not actually a sequel.
Oh, there's.
Is that real?
It might be AI.
Is that AI?
The Longest Ride 2, Forever in the Saddle, is a widely discussed 2025 fan project or rumored sequel to the 2015 romantic drama.
Who is that? Who is it?
That's what AI is telling me.
Oh my gosh, The Longest Ride 2.
Okay.
All right, let's go through some real ones here and talk about this. Okay, S, A, B, C, D. We gave D, Longest Ride, C for you. Okay, Titanic.
Here's my take. I'll go first.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna give it a B.
I agree with you.
That's
I agree
low.
with you on that.
Yes. Here's why. Because we're ranking romance.
Yeah.
Titanic as a movie,
Phenomenal movie.
Phenomenal movie.
The love story,
Makes
the
no sense.
romance, B for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the love story is like an anchor for this movie. It's a major anchor.
No, evidently the anchor didn't work.
Well, yeah.
Evidently, the anchor was Jack.
Yeah.
Weighing that door down.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm sorry, but I am going to give it an A. I think it is not a superior.
It's B, borderline A. For
But it is an A movie because, it's obviously the romance part of this is just such an incredible core to this movie. Like, James Cameron knew you could not make a movie about the Titanic alone itself without unpacking people's stories. And I think that makes it an A movie. I think there are movies on here that we're going to get into that are absolute S tier great movies. I can't put Titanic in that, but it's up there. It's really close.
That's why I say it's B, borderline A.
I would agree with you, Nate. You can convince me to put it in A.
Okay. Well, we somewhat agree on this one. Yeah. The Notebook.
A. I think that's an A tier.
I think The Notebook is B for me.
The Notebook is A tier for me. That was the first, as far as I can recall, romance movie that I ever watched with my mom and my sisters. And it was when I was like maybe 6 or 7 or 8.
Yeah.
And I just thought I just really enjoyed it.
Yeah. You?
I have refused to watch The Notebook.
Why?
For a long time.
Do you feel like it's emotionally manipulative?
No. When it came out.
Because it is.
When it came out, it was one of those movies that all the girls were talking about.
Absolutely.
And so I got fatigued by it.
I can see that.
So up until, even now, Bridget is trying to get me to watch it. And I'm just like, yeah, maybe one day.
You need to watch it.
You need to.
You need to watch it.
All right. Bridget.
But it's one of those movies that I don't want to watch again. Like I've watched it and I don't want to watch it again. And my wife's not one that really enjoys those, and I don't enjoy those as much. But I do think it's a B tier movie. I think it is solid. Okay, moving on. La La Land.
S.
Absolutely S tier.
S tier for me too.
Man, this is such a great movie, and if you haven't seen La La Land, where have you been? It's beautiful to look at, and their story is so believable. Rachel McAdams and him are so good together. Emma Stone and him,
Better.
way better.
Yeah.
I don't know if you have it on the list, but I just want to throw it on there anyway because we talk about him and Emma Stone. Crazy Stupid Love.
Great one. Great one. I think that's a great one. BA.
That's why I
Yeah.
haven't.
Yeah. BA. Maybe like on the bottom of A tier. Like,
Have you seen Crazy Stupid Love?
Bits and pieces, yeah.
it's good.
Yeah.
It's
Great twist.
really good.
Great twist.
It's really fun.
Okay. Back to Nicholas Sparks. A Walk to Remember.
A tier. No. Yeah. No. It's in the same place as The Notebook for me.
Yeah, I would put it in.
I'll give it higher than Notebook.
I'm gonna give it the same as Notebook. I think it's B tier, but I think Nicholas Sparks, at his absolute best, is still just B tier movies. Like, that doesn't mean they're bad. It just means that I just think that they're mid.
My main connection to A Walk to Remember is the song Only Hope.
Oh, great song, man! If we were ranking this on music, A tier, but on romance story and Shane, what's his name? Mandy Moore.
And Shane, what's his name?
Mandy Moore, dying of cancer. She had me. She had me. Heartstrings, bro. Heartstrings, bro. Like, seriously, I love. And I'm excited to see The Breadwinner with Nate Bargatze because we get more Mandy Moore in that one. And then I watched This Is Us. I love Mandy Moore. Tangled. Gosh, Mandy Moore's the best. She's great. Honestly, underrated pop star from her era. Okay, When Harry Met Sally, S tier. Absolutely, When Harry Met Sally, S tier.
The only reason I was a little hesitant because I was like, you're either gonna go big with an S or out of nowhere you're gonna be like, this movie sucked.
No,
and I was like, whoa.
When Harry Met Sally is, and the next one I'm gonna mention is another Rob Reiner one. Obviously, R.I.P. But I think that this is Rob Reiner's best movie. And what makes it so good and why it's such a great and maybe one of the best romance movies ever, romantic comedy specifically, is one, Meg Ryan and Billy Crystal are very believable. They're friends. But it is if you remember seeing it, it's the interview with elderly couples that they splice throughout the movie that talk about their lives. Talk about taking an idea that, like, Longest Ride wanted to do, but making it really well done.
Yeah.
It's so good. And if you have not seen it, I consider it, when it comes to romance genre, one of the most important ones ever. I would rank it higher than La La Land.
I can't do that.
Yeah.
I can't do that.
I love it that much.
I personally can't do that.
Yes. But I believe
that's a generational thing, though.
Yes. Yeah, it's very generational for me. Very generational for me. Okay, another Rob Reiner one, Princess Bride.
S tier.
A.
Yeah.
A.
Right here. Put the camera on me real quick. Right here.
Yeah. It's great. It's so good.
My name is Inigo Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to die.
Robin Wright, Carrie Elwes.
I feel like it has the same issue with me with, like, Titanic, is that I know the movie for its quotable parts, not because of the love story.
Yeah, but
Buttercup.
the love story, again, like Titanic, I think it is, it's so core to the movie. Like,
And that's what I'm saying. Obviously, it is core to the story.
Yeah.
But the parts that I will quote, the parts that I remember, because I've seen these movies a long time ago.
yeah.
The parts that I remember is not about the love story, which is the thing that's...
Well, Wesley and Buttercup, though, are...
Oh, man, they're great.
They're
great
great.
characters. And Dio Montoya,
There
oh my
is,
gosh.
it is. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. It is very quotable. Me and my family with the marriage and everything. It is very quotable. But Buttercup and Wesley.
Okay, all right. Silver Linings Playbook. For those that don't know, Silver Linings Playbook with Jennifer Lawrence and Bradley Cooper. Jennifer Lawrence won an Oscar for this movie. She is phenomenal in this movie. This movie is a tier movie to me. This is a great romance of two very messed up people.
Yeah.
Like, really. And it's so charming. This movie is so, like, gritty and, like, funny. Robert De Niro is so good. His family is a bunch of fans of Philadelphia Eagles. Like, don't curse my team. My gosh, it's so believable, so good. And she has such this big attitude. Oh, she's so great in that. Honestly, Man, that's really hard. But it may be my favorite Jennifer Lawrence role.
Really?
Yeah.
I won't go that far.
I think it's my favorite Jennifer Lawrence role. What's your favorite? Katniss?
No.
No, there's no way Katniss is better than that character.
What did she? What? You tell yours. I gotta.
What do you think's better?
For Jennifer Lawrence?
Jennifer Lawrence.
I'd say that you're not far off base.
Yeah.
Saying it's the best one. But then again,
She's great in No Hard Feelings.
She's great in No Hard Feelings. That's what I was going to say. I think when it comes to comedy,
yeah,
she's better in No Hard Feelings.
Than Silver Linings Playbook?
Than Silver Linings
I
Playbook.
liked her in Joy.
She's great in
She's
Joy.
great in Joy.
Silver
But there's
Linings
also,
Playbook better.
but I'm talking, I forgot the name of it. The one where she's, Die My Love's also really good.
Yes.
Mother.
Oh,
Mother's.
gosh. That movie's terrible. Mother is just, it's horrendous. I hate that movie so much.
She did a good job in it.
But that movie's garbage.
Okay.
It's terrible.
I liked her in Joy. That's for me was.
She's great, but I count Joy as like almost a continuation of her character from Silver Linings Playbook. It's very similar.
Yeah.
Very similar East Coast.
I think for me,
gritty.
Yeah, I have this weird appreciation for movies that feel like they're indie movies.
Yeah.
And Joy feels like an indie movie.
I think that I felt that way about Silver Linings.
Yeah.
It feels very indie.
Okay.
David O. Russell. This is just kind of how he makes movies. Okay. All right. Let's do some more Nicholas Sparks.
Actually, I'd like to change.
Change
American
rates.
Hustle.
American Hustle. She's phenomenal in
I
American
forgot.
Hustle.
American Hustle.
That would be probably my second favorite of hers. I still think Silver Linings is best. Okay, let's more Nicholas Sparks here. Longest Ride, we already said it. C, D, D. Dear John with Channing Tatum.
I love Channing Tatum, but
This movie is a D. It is, and it's worse than Longest Ride. That's saying something.
it has Channing. I like Channing Tatum.
I
more
love
than
Channing
Scott
Tatum,
Eastwood.
but you're gonna let's not. I don't want to get on a huge tangent here, but like we're just gonna automatically say because Channing Tatum's great that we're gonna be like G.I. Joe is like one of the greatest films ever.
I'm not gonna say it's one of the greatest films of all time.
Or we're gonna say that Step Up.
How'd you feel about Magic Mike?
Oh my God, Magic Mike, actually a good movie. But there's actually a plot in that's actually, and it's way more than men stripping. But it is. You haven't seen it. You don't know. You've seen Call Me by Your Name though. Okay. Anyone But You, the Sydney Sweeney film.
B tier.
Oh, way too high.
B tier.
Oh, dude.
Well, I'm honestly, I'm going to give you some respect because you put it at B tier. I honestly thought you were going to put that at A tier.
No.
This Anyone But You is somewhat charming and better than Longest Ride. C tier at best.
I put it in B. One, not A because I don't think it holds a candle to the ones that I've ranked higher than it, but it is B tier because I found it very funny.
Yeah.
I enjoyed the telling of the Shakespeare story in this way.
There's another movie in here. There's
but-
several in here that are going to do it better than
Yeah,
that.
exactly. That's why it's B.
Yes.
But I also, this movie was also the one that kind of got me back into rom-coms. This was the one that kind of got me back into rom-coms when I first saw it when it came out. Okay. This was the one that got me back into rom-coms.
It's good. It's fine. C at absolute best. Have you seen it?
No.
No. You're good.
Glenn
Pass.
Powell, Sydney Sweeney.
If you're going to pick between that and watching The Notebook, watch The Notebook
I'm gonna
with
watch
your
The
wife.
Notebook, of course.
Watch The
I
Notebook
will
with
watch
your
The
wife.
Notebook.
Casablanca.
S
S
tier.
tier, 100%.
S tier.
S tier, better than all the other S tiers I have
bought
named
that-
so far.
I've bought that movie 3 times. I have it on VHS tape, I have it on 4K disc, and I have it digitally.
It is a
Phenomenal movie.
perfect movie.
Here's to you, kid.
Oh, yeah. It's just beautiful. It's beautiful to look at. It's a great romance story. It's wonderful.
Which is crazy because it's black and white. I know people will be like, I don't want to watch it because it's black and white.
You-
Watch the
I'm
movie.
telling you, like, this is one of the best things for those of you that are really starting to get into movies. I know it's really easy for you to go and watch a lot of the new stuff and everything else, but if you can get into like AMC classic movies or get an AMC account or HBO. HBO has tons of old Alfred Hitchcock movies and everything on there. Go to that pre-60s, 50s, earlier. Like, let's watch some really great old black and white films. Maltese Falcon, all of these change your
Henry
life
Bogart's
forever.
in both of those movies.
Yeah, Humphrey Bogart's one of the greats.
I will say, I'm not saying you need to go watch Citizen Kane, because
if you are a movie fan,
if you're a movie fan, you
have to watch
Citizen Kane. But if you're like, I like movies, you're going to hear people in the film world go, well, Citizen Kane is the best movie ever made.
That's not true.
It's not true. It is ranked number
just not
1.
true.
It is ranked very highly.
Well, that would be the thing I said if I wanted to be really pretentious.
Exactly.
Is I'd say that. Or I'd say 2001 Space Odyssey. And I think 2001 Space Odyssey is a phenomenal movie. In my opinion, it's not the best. There are far better. Romeo and Juliet, we are talking about the Baz Luhrmann, Leonardo DiCaprio, and Claire Danes.
C tier.
I B tier for me. I think it's really good. I think he is excellent.
I love Leo in it, but it's a fever dream of a movie.
It is a fever dream. That's every Baz Luhrmann film. Have you watched Moulin Rouge? Have you watched Elvis? Have you watched oh my gosh, what is it? Australia? Like, these are great movies. Baz Luhrmann understands how to use music in movies like a character, like Edgar Wright, like make music like a character in it. And that Romeo and Juliet soundtrack is so good. But because it just adds so much to the weight of their romance.
Do you prefer Leo in that or Great Gatsby?
Great Gatsby.
Okay.
Yeah, he's better. I can't lie. Ghost, Patrick Swayze, R.I.P., and Demi Moore, Whoopi Goldberg.
Andrew's not.
Whoopi Goldberg would go on to win I believe win an Oscar for that, or be Oscar nominated. I think she was. Oh yeah, winner of two Academy Awards. And I believe Whoopi Goldberg is one of the wins. She is excellent in this one as this she plays this medium kind of character who can talk to him.
Hey, there she is, right there on the back.
Ghost is an A tier movie for me. Ghost is A. It is so fun.
It took me a really long time to watch Ghost.
Romantic, really great. Man, Patrick Swayze. Oh, and I'm going to do another one, Patrick Swayze, in a second. But Ghost, what do you think?
B tier for me.
B tier?
Agreed. B. Can be argued for an A.
Yeah, A. I think it's A. Okay, let's do another Patrick Swayze, Dirty Dancing.
I don't think... Oh, you do. You have it right there.
It's right over here. Dirty Dancing, when it comes to romance movies, this is going to be a hot take. I think it's a good movie. When it comes to romance movies, I think Dirty Dancing is an incredibly problematic movie.
Are you about to put Baby in a corner?
And this movie as a B at best.
Are you about to put Baby in a corner?
This is a problematic movie. This is a young girl and him. There's a lot of issues that I have with Dirty Dancing.
Listen,
incredible soundtrack. Great leads. Deeply problematic in a lot of different areas.
Why do you think Family Guy made fun of it?
I know, but still good enough to be a B. But I think romance-wise, Patrick Swayze is better in Ghost than he is here. And I would pick him in Roadhouse any day of the week over ripping out throats, man. Come on. Patrick Swayze is the best. I love him. He's so great. B, what is it for you?
This is a B.
B.
It's a B.
Oh, okay. Great.
but it's not like, I don't know. But I can't. I thought you were gonna say C. That's why I said you're gonna put Baby in a corner.
I can't put it all the way down there.
You can't put Baby in a corner.
I can.
You're gonna put it down there at C? Man, all right, they're coming for you, buddy.
Why?
Again, I acknowledge that when it comes to romance movies, I take the Nick route, and it's very personal for me versus being able to analytically do it.
Yes.
And Dirty Dancing I saw at the same time as Footloose. And so I cannot separate them, even though in my head, this was saying, in my head, I'm having a hard time separating them.
To me, if you were to rank those two movies, Dirty Dancing and Footloose, which one's the better one for you?
Footloose.
For you?
Footloose.
Dirty Dancing's better than Footloose to me. I don't think Footloose is a very good movie. I think Kevin Bacon's the only great thing about that movie. But I think Footloose is C at best.
I really like the remake of Footloose with Miles Teller.
Oh gosh, please.
And
Give
the
me a
main
break.
reason
You
I
would-
like the remake
you
of
would
Give
like
me
the
a
main
break.
reason I like the remake of Footloose
Because it's Miles Teller.
is just because of Miles
Oh
Teller.
gosh, give me a break. Give me a break. I'm moving on because that is seriously you're gonna do that. Kevin Bacon is a treasure. He's amazing.
Yeah.
And the fact that you don't mention that one, but you go and do the remake, get out of my face. Get out of my face.
Man.
All right, let's talk The Bodyguard. Where do we rank it? S all the way down to D. The Bodyguard. I know that some people are going to struggle with this take that I take. I rank The Bodyguard as a C because I do not believe that Kevin Costner and Whitney Houston have any
I'd agree.
any
I'd agree with
chemistry
you.
in this
They
movie.
Don't. They don't.
They don't have any chemistry in this
I
movie.
have not seen this movie, but I've seen like the music videos,
Yes.
all that, and you could tell just based on the music videos. You're right.
And that's not to say that Kevin Costner does not have. There are movies that I think he has incredible chemistry with leads in it and everything. I just think they don't have any chemistry. But the music's great. I love Whitney Houston. Don't get me wrong, but it's just not.
Do
that
you, Rob, believe in the? I sometimes struggle with a lot of the, hey, all actors for some reason want to also be musicians, and then also a lot of musicians also want to be actors.
Okay.
Do you
Ascribe.
like? Do you think that's true? Like they can or they should, or do you think sometimes you just gotta stay in your wheelhouse?
I think some people need to stay in their wheelhouse, but I have seen a lot of great musicians become excellent actors. I just don't know that I've seen as many great actors become incredible musicians.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean that they're not great. There's some really good ones out there. I mean,
I feel
like
you
Kevin Bacon's a good musician. Jeremy Renner, he's a good musician.
Yeah, I feel like you see great musicians become great actors. When it's the opposite way, you don't really see them become great musicians. You find out,
Yes.
oh, they are musicians.
Well, yeah. Well, like I'm thinking, not.
In the modern era now, Lady Gaga, musician to actor, excellent. She's
Well,
so good.
That's what I'm thinking. Or I'm thinking of oh my gosh, why is his name blanking on me? Steve Harrington.
Joe
Oh,
Keery.
Joe
yeah,
Keery.
Joe Keery, yes.
Where like he's one of those ones where it's like, oh, he's in a like it just comes
He
about.
has been doing music.
But I'm thinking of also the ones where it's like somebody's like, hey, this musician, we're just gonna have them be this big character in this movie strictly for their name.
Well, yeah, and I mean sometimes that sells. Like,
You see that happening
I mean,
sometimes, yeah.
years ago they made that really horrible Gary Marshall movie called Valentine's Day, and they put a young Taylor Swift in that movie to sell tickets. And you watch it, and was Taylor Swift any good in it? No, but she wasn't supposed to be good. Like she was supposed to be cheesy and the girlfriend of Taylor Lautner, and I think that's how they actually end up dating.
Right.
Because of it. And so at least with Taylor Swift, she was meant to play a very cheesy part. But I do appreciate that she hasn't really, like, she did do Cats. We know how that all went.
Well,
Sorry, Swifties. But
Who are you
like,
trying to think?
yeah.
Well, the movie, the one that just came out from A24, that had the moment.
Oh,
with
Charlie
XCX.
XCX. Yeah.
Where I'm like, I don't know how good of an actor Charlie XCX is.
The same thing going back to Joe Keery. Do you think his songs would have been as popular if he wasn't in Stranger Things?
I think so, yes, because not a lot of people knew that was Joe Keery when
That song of
came
his,
out.
the
Sure.
in the beginning,
Trust me, you'll be
Yes, but
fine.
it's a great song.
But as I'm saying,
I think it
do you
helped.
think right. I don't think
Yeah.
I
I
think
don't think we would have even recognized it if it wasn't.
yeah.
Because at some point, Steve Harrington shared it.
Absolutely. Okay. Let's do some quick takes here before we end all of this today. Okay. S to D, Marriage Story.
S.
A.
A. Yes, it's very good. I just can't put it in the same category as Casablanca.
S needs
and
to
all
be
of those.
timeless, right?
I think Marriage Story could be very timeless.
It's incredibly good. Not timeless, in my opinion. Pretty Woman.
B.
S. Pretty Woman is a absolutely perfect
No.
romantic comedy. We're talking the chemistry between Richard Gere and her are great. This is the best Gary Marshall film that he makes. This movie made Julia Roberts a star. It is an absolute 110% classic. And honestly, came from go read about the original script for this movie and what they were going to make. It was so deeply inappropriate. This movie's still inappropriate when you look at it. Here, go to Nick's.
That's
right there.
That's
yeah.
It's so blurry. Yeah.
Absolutely. Okay.
That's why, like how you said, Dirty Dancing had something. Pretty Woman's a pretty problematic movie.
To me, like
It's pretty problematic.
she's a grown woman. She's a grown woman. There's a big difference there, in my opinion. But to me, it is
just the
Julia
book of
Roberts
Hosea
and Richard Gere,
Hollywood.
romance perspective, the Jason Alexander, the fight scene, the everything. Oh my gosh. Pretty Woman is an S tier movie. It's so excellent. Sleepless in Seattle. And I love this movie.
A tier.
I agree. A
A
tier.
tier.
A tier.
A tier.
But what it's based on, Sleepless in Seattle is based on, what is the classic that it's based on?
Tom Hanks, Meg Ryan. Great. Oh,
And Affair to Remember.
yeah.
An Affair to Remember with Cary Grant and Deborah Kerr.
Cary Grant.
Yes, that's an S tier movie.
Oh,
so
man.
I can't give this one with Tom Hanks and them when Cary Grant's film is that excellent. So Affair to Remember is S tier. Sleepless in Seattle is A tier.
A tier.
Yeah, I think that's very, very fair. Cary Grant, one of the best. I'm going to go home and watch some of those movies. 10 Things I Hate About You.
A borderline S. A borderline S.
For a millennial, this is peak 90s
Yeah.
romance comedy.
I love.
It has to be an I'm going to say A tier just because
It's a borderline S. I
A tier.
love Heath Ledger.
10 Things I Hate About You, in my opinion, is up there with Pretty Woman and all those. It is an S tier movie. It is a classic
I
of
was
its
about
era.
to say S, but I didn't want to
I think it's
oversell
one
it.
of the
Right.
best retellings of a Shakespeare.
I think it is. Of the comedy brand that they did, it is the greatest of all. Heath Ledger is incredibly charming. Julia Stiles is so good. They have such great, chemistry for hating each other. But Joseph Gordon-Levitt is so good in this, and everybody's good. This movie is firing on all cylinders. This movie is literally one of the most rewatchable movies. If
Has
this
a-
movie is on television,
You're making Bridget's day right now.
oh my god,
has a very problematic scene.
oh my, yeah. But so does Pretty Woman. But 10 Things I Hate About You
Is phenomenal.
is a
Andrew,
perfect.
do you know which Shakespeare play it is inspired by?
No.
Do you know?
Taming of the Shrew.
Taming of the Shrew.
Taming of the Shrew.
Sure.
Crazy Rich Asians.
I loved Crazy Rich Asians.
Wonderful movie. A tier in my
A
opinion.
tier for sure.
This is the best
I need
movie.
to watch that one again.
I think, as I have thought about it
my
over and over
gosh.
again, because I love the first Wicked. I love the first Wicked.
Yeah.
But I think John M. Chu, he's fully in his bag when he's talking about it. When he's the Crazy Rich Asians is so stinking good.
Nick's
It's
getting
A.
ready for some sort of take.
Okay.
S tier.
Oh my gosh, my wife will love that.
When
she
I
loves that movie.
So my sister said, "Hey, you need to watch Crazy Rich Asians." I went, "What is this movie? Why are we watching a movie called Crazy Rich Asians?" Oh my gosh, this made me fall in love with John M. Chu.
Yeah.
Like you said, he's in his bag. Just his like the way that he uses.
I want more movies with that cast.
John M. Chu's been so busy with Wicked 1, Wicked 2, In the Heights.
And there's more Crazy Rich Asians books.
They're making a second one.
But it's been too long. Crazy Rich Asians is great. A. Andrew.
I agree with you.
A. Absolutely.
A.
The Proposal with Sandra Bullock and Ryan Reynolds.
A tier.
I think it's B tier in my opinion. I think it's B tier in my opinion. And I don't mean that as a diss. I think that it is very good, but I can't put it in the same category as some of the A tier movies I've put in there. Like I don't think it can hang.
Here's the thing. I agree with you, but it's one of those things where, like, as a millennial,
Oh yeah,
the Proposal
and it's really
has-
rewatchable.
This
has been granted. Yeah.
this is one of Ryan Reynolds' best performances.
But the truth is, here's my problem with The Proposal. My problem with The Proposal is similar to like my problem in some of the other ones is it does feel like some things are a little forced, but they're so charming. It's easy to look over some of the forced things.
Yeah.
And problematic in certain areas.
That's just because you hate immigrants.
Yeah, that's probably right. But seriously, I mean, I love The Proposal, but it's B for me. So A, A,
yeah.
B. Another Tom Hanks. We're almost at the end here. Tom Hanks, Meg Ryan. You've Got Mail.
Not as good as Sleepless.
Not
in
as good as
Seattle.
Sleepless in Seattle, in
Give
my
it a B.
opinion.
Charming.
Give it a B.
It's charming. B. But again, this one is a remake of another one of that kind, a movie called Shop Around the Corner, which is an old film as well. And Shop Around the Corner is better. Shop Around the Corner is an A.
Yeah.
So, these movies never quite, although Meg Ryan is just so freaking charming. But I don't think she's ever more charming than in When Harry Met Sally.
I was about to say like with the these three Meg Ryan movies.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, she's the absolute best in that one. I might rewatch that one tonight. Okay, we have 3 sort of interesting modern era ones that we'll end with here, okay? Her with Joaquin Phoenix and the voice of Scarlett Johansson. For those of you who don't know what Her is, he falls in love with Siri, ultimately.
He falls in love with his phone.
Yeah, with his phone.
He's a lonely guy.
This is an A movie for me. This is so stinking good. Spike Jonze makes a great film. Joaquin Phoenix is so good. Scarlett Johansson's voice is so great in this movie. I love this movie, but it also was heartbreaking. This movie is so heartbreaking.
This is one of those movies that, again, like, this is the opposite, though, for me with Titanic, is that, like, as a movie, it is a great movie. The romance story, again, is like, oh, man, it's hard to watch.
Yeah.
But
you're just seeing, like, this person feeling seen.
Yeah.
And it's really awesome to see Joaquin Phoenix, it's such an incredible actor, kind of just blossoming as a character because he feels like this.
I'm really glad this movie didn't come out now.
I was about to say, it feels almost like a Black Mirror episode looking back.
Yes, very much.
There's people falling in love with AI now.
They predicted that right now, yeah.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Way ahead of its time. What do you give it?
A B. I give it a B.
A.
Yeah, I think it's an A movie. And it's beautiful. It is really beautiful
it's
film.
Very beautiful.
Very beautiful film. Speaking of beautiful films, Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind.
S
tier movie. Absolutely.
S tier movie.
Michael Gondry, Jim Carrey, Kate Winslet. They should have won Oscars.
That movie should have won something.
This movie is one of the most important romance movies ever made because it is like anti-romance.
It's so...
But it also is completely, it unpacks their life through deleted memories. If that's not on the wheel,
it is.
Okay.
That's on the wheel
wait.
because once upon a time, Rob was like, hey, we had the day off of work, and he was like, hey, come watch movies. And we put a bunch of movies in a bowl that I hadn't seen.
Yes.
And one of them was Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. We got that out, and I said, Rob, this is probably now one of my favorite
Andrew,
movies.
you got to come over one of those days. We will do a movies that none of you have seen.
Oh my gosh.
That I would, and we had a great day of movies.
That was so much fun.
I introduced him to the Scream franchise.
That's when he got me into the Scream. I'm so excited for Scream 7.
Oh yeah.
That's when we watched Parasite. That's when we watched Eternal Sunshine. Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. My Letterboxd review is it is criminal that movie got zero award attention because
that movie is.
Did it get nominations?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
What?
It was that movie blew my freaking
It was
mind.
just it was so conceptually different, but it's just so beautiful. And I think when you go back, I think it to me that's one of the most important films of the modern era to be made.
It is.
And Jim Carrey proving and it's saying something because I believe that Jim Carrey in Truman Show is one of the greatest Jim Carrey performances ever. But him in this one, I think I would edge. Seriously, it just barely edges him out in that movie.
Yeah, he's phenomenal.
So okay, final movie, guys. 500 Days of Summer.
Ooh.
Okay, now Mark Webb has not gone on to make any really great movies since.
Didn't he make Spider-Man?
He did make Amazing Spider-Man.
he was the man. Hey.
And I didn't mind what he did with Amazing Spider-Man.
I would say the Amazing Spider-Man series has the best romance. I would say it.
he did a very good job. I think that's why they hired him, because he's so good in this movie. So Joseph Gordon-Levitt is so good. Zooey Deschanel is so great in this one. What do you rank this movie?
When this movie came out, I was ukulele playing.
Sweet Disposition.
Tom's wearing.
Oh my gosh, man.
Satchel wearing. Dude.
Incredible soundtrack.
So for me, 500 Days of Summer is, again, peak millennial, in college millennial 2010s.
Okay. What is
S-tier.
it? S tier.
S tier. 500 Days of Summer is a movie that, for me, as somebody who makes movies and the type of movies that I've made, is very heavily inspirational. And it's a borderline S for me.
Yeah.
This movie makes me and Elf make me remember how much I love Zooey Deschanel.
Yeah, she's great.
When I start
good.
to get sick of her from New Girl.
She's so good. She goes in. Okay, honestly, 500 Days of Summer, D. D tier. I'm just kidding. I'm totally not being serious. 500 Days of Summer is an A tier, borderline S, but I cannot quite put it in the category of Eternal Sunshine.
That's
Casablanca. I do realize I put 10 Things I Hate About You in the same category as Casablanca. I make no apologies. I think that's completely fair. But this was a fun list.
I think 1 week what I want to try to do is, because there's a website where you can do tier lists exactly like this, where we have it up on the TV.
Yeah, let's do it on the TV. Let's do it on the TV. That'd be great. The tier lists have been a lot of fun.
But then you gotta agree. We gotta agree. Like it'll have to be.
Ooh, so we have to do an average of our scores. Okay, all right. It's time for the wheel. For those of you who don't know what the wheel is where we spin this wheel and we will find out what our next one. This wheel is comprised of movies from our libraries, some that we haven't seen, some that we have seen. And let's see what we got here. You ready, Nick? You ready for this?
I'm ready.
Drum roll, please. Come on. Give me a good one. Give me a good one. Lady Hawk.
The VHS tape's over there by Andrew.
Oh my gosh, Lady Hawk with Michelle Pfeiffer. We're going to an 80s film here.
Toss that to me.
Yeah, okay. I'm interested. This is interesting. Yeah, Lady Hawk. This is
Matthew Broderick in there.
Yeah, this is interesting. Okay. I am interested. And it has been a very long time since I've seen Lady Hawk. So I'm excited to rewatch this.
That's going to be a good one. Going to be a good one.
Okay.
Alrighty, Andrew, throw that camera to me. Thank you guys so very much for watching this episode of Pass the Popcorn.
Fun episode.
We appreciate it so much. If you liked it, please leave us a like, a comment. On Spotify, give us a follow. On YouTube, hit that subscribe button. Share the podcast. We want to get as many people watching this as possible. And yeah, thank you guys so much.
Well, and before I say my final line here, I want to let you know next week, maybe what we can do is rank some of our favorite 80s movies. Oh, man, it's going to be so much fun, guys. See you at the movies. It's going to be so much fun, you guys. See you at the movies.